Have you ever stared blankly at the ceiling in the middle of the night, asking yourself how much longer you are going to let this sluggish, exhausting life drag on? Aren't you sick of this endless cycle of stalling and tripping over your own feet? But then, barely 10 minutes later, you let out a heavy sigh, sink right back onto the couch, grab your phone, and tell yourself that tomorrow you will magically become a totally new person. Tomorrow rolls around, and it is the exact same routine all over again. Want to know the real secret? Your main problem isn't that you lack talent, or willpower, or that your genetics are somehow broken. No, not at all. The real problem is somewhere else entirely. The problem is that you keep trying to treat yourself like an iron robot from a factory. You think that for a massive, life-altering change to happen, starting tomorrow you need to lock yourself in a gym for 2 hours under heavy weights, force down flavorless boiled chicken and unseasoned rice, and completely flip your entire lifestyle upside down overnight. Naturally, your brain panics at all that pressure and hits the emergency brakes in a split second. By default, the human brain loves laziness, comfort, and survival. It hates torture and self-inflicted misery in a gym. Picture Arnold Schwarzenegger for a second, a name completely tied to sheer power and the guy who turned the bodybuilding world upside down. The big secret behind Arnold's success wasn't that he was never lazy, or that he never got bored, or that he was always bursting with positive energy. Not even close. His ultimate secret was that he actually mastered how to play mind games with his own lazy brain. Arnold has this brilliant quote where he says success ultimately belongs to people who, even when they completely lack the mood and everything is a mess, still take one tiny step forward. That single sentence absolute torches every complicated self-help philosophy out there. We make a massive mistake. We think motivation has to show up like a guardian angel before we even start. We sit around waiting for the mood to strike, for the weather to be perfect, for us to feel totally inspired, and only then do we start. That is the biggest lie of the century. Motivation never just shows up on its own out of nowhere. Motivation is actually the direct result of action. You move first, and motivation trails closely behind you, just a bit late. It is exactly like driving a car through thick fog. Until you actually start moving and step on the gas, the headlights won't illuminate more than 2 meters ahead of you. So if you are sitting around waiting to wake up one morning with a burning, unstoppable passion to hit the gym, I have to break it to you, that day is never coming. You have to learn how to trick and outsmart the lazy version of yourself. When Arnold was training as a teenager back in Austria, he didn't have access to high-end equipment. His gym gear was old and broken, his muscles were often screaming from yesterday's workout, and he genuinely didn't feel like getting out of bed. But he set a weird yet life-saving rule for himself, the 5-minute rule. He would tell himself he wasn't going to kill himself for 2 hours, he would just train for 5 minutes. If he still felt genuinely terrible after 5 minutes, he would just pack it up and go home. But the magic happened right there. Once he actually started, the stubborn resistance in his brain shattered, endorphins kicked in, and he ended up powering through a full workout. Our brains don't actually fear the work itself. They fear the act of starting and breaking away from a safe, comfortable spot. So here is your first golden rule. Make the task so ridiculously small that your brain doesn't even dare say no to it. Instead of telling yourself you will hit the gym for an hour and a half every single day starting tomorrow, make a deal with yourself to do just 2 push-ups on your bedroom floor today. That's it. At first, it might sound stupid, and you might think, what good is this baby step going to do? But that tiny, seemingly silly action triggers your brain's reward system, releases dopamine, and injects a sweet sense of victory right into your system. Let me tell you a bitter, unfiltered truth about laziness. Laziness feels comfortable in the moment, but feeling regret years down the road is 1,000 times more painful than sweating it out right now. When you look around a few years from now and see other people built the bodies you always wanted, taking control of their lives and walking around with total confidence, while you are still stuck at that exact same starting line, that is when it finally hits you how expensive your laziness really was. Arnold once shared that in his early days of bodybuilding, his muscles hurt so much that even getting out of bed felt like a massive torture session. Everyone at the gym laughed at him and mocked him behind his back, wondering how this skinny, awkward Austrian kid expected to ever become a world champion. But the core difference between Arnold and everyone else around him was that he slowly learned to fall in love with constructive pain. Ordinary people run away from pain and hardship because they think pain equals danger and injury, but a true athlete with a winner's mindset knows that workout pain means growth, means being alive, means being sculpted, and means getting closer to a better version of themselves. Now let's bring all of this down to earth and apply it to your actual life. Why haven't you been able to start properly until now? Because every single time you tried to build some willpower, you bit off way more than you could chew. You tried to rely on that dreamy, fictional Saturday, a Saturday where everything was supposed to be flawless, even though deep down you know that Saturday is never coming. The secret to starting when you're lazy is accepting right off the bat that things don't need to be perfect on day one. You have permission to be weak on your first days. You have permission for your arms to shake while you exercise. You have permission to pick lighter weights. You only have one right you do not possess in this world: the right to sit on your hands and keep doing nothing. Let's put this rule into practice right now, in your own life. When this video ends, you aren't going to write down a massive one-year master plan. You aren't going to sign an expensive multi-million toman contract with the fanciest gym in town. You are just going to do one tiny thing. Get up right now, put on your workout clothes, lay your shoes out right in front of you, and that's it. Even if you sit back down on the couch right after putting your clothes on, you still win because you just broke the chain of laziness and stagnation. When you are wearing workout clothes, the chance that you will actually end up working out shoots up by 50%. This is a simple yet insanely powerful psychological trick. We humans are heavily at the mercy of our environment and what we wear. When you wear loose, cozy home clothes, your brain automatically sends out signals for rest, sleep, and doing nothing. But the moment you put on work or workout clothes, your brain unconsciously shifts into standby and combat mode. Now let me share a deeper, even more crucial secret about consistency. A lot of people think successful people and pro athletes wake up every single morning full of positive energy and skip off to the gym with a huge smile. Absolutely not. Arnold had plenty of days in his life where he just wanted to curl up on the floor, pull the blanket over his head, and ignore the entire world. The massive difference between ordinary people and successful folks is that successful people don't cuddle their excuses or feel sorry for themselves. They get up and get the job done despite feeling lazy, despite dealing with crushing fatigue, and despite a million negative thoughts running through their heads. They understand one fundamental truth. Our emotions are temporary, they come and go, but our achievements and results are what last forever. When you push through a workout even when you're exhausted, you are actually commanding your brain to realize that you are the true boss, not your passing moods or temporary whims. Lots of people think bodybuilding is just about building big arms, a broad chest, and a six-pack. But those are just the outer shell and surface of the game. Bodybuilding is actually a giant factory for building willpower and character. When you push hard under a heavy weight to squeeze out just one more representative than your last session, you are training your brain not to fold in real life and out of gym challenges either. You are proving to yourself with your own two hands that you can break past your own limits. This inner power slowly spills over into every single corner of your life. It bleeds into your studies, your hustle and business, your romantic relationships, and the amount of trust you have in yourself. Anyone who manages to defeat their inner sloth and laziness can pull off any massive, seemingly impossible feat in this world. Now, sit with yourself for a moment and ask, how much longer are you going to hide behind your excuses? How much longer are you going to watch life pass you by from behind a window and envy everyone else? The fear you feel right now is totally natural, but do not let it paralyze you and nail you to the floor. Right now, at this exact second while you're hearing these words, make a small, solid decision. Get up off your seat, do a few simple stretches, drop down for a few push-ups, or at least take a deep breath and give your body a shake. You deserve to break free from this rut and transform into a powerful, determined, and attractive version of yourself. Your transformation story kicks off from this tiny moment right here. What miracle are you waiting for? Hit that change button right now and go build the body, mind, and life you've always deserved.